So one thing I think is interesting right now that nobody else is really talking about is that the creator of The Simpsons is in the files. So that means that anytime The Simpsons has predicted the future, it's really just been social conditioning to get us used to these ideas, to normalize the towers falling, to normalize these things that they've been hinting at in our society and in our world, these world events that are happening. So I just find that really interesting because that means that none of this has been an accident, that none of this has actually happened in the way that they've portrayed it to the media. It's just all been their plan. So I just find that really interesting because nobody else is really talking about that, but he is listed in the files, and not just as a contact, it would seem. I'm struggling to go through these files myself. I'm struggling. But I feel like it's important that we do. It's important that we do this, and it's very important that we come to terms with the abuse that's in these files, and it's very important that we do not normalize it. But probably the most important thing is that we can't let it break us. Because the way that they're dropping these files and the everything that they're doing regarding these files is considered a form of psychological warfare. It is to overload your brain to the point that you shut down or freak out. It's an abuse tactic because if you shut down, then you will comply. And if you freak out, you can be accused of being psychotic, of being mentally unstable, of being a traitor to the country even. It's kind of where it seems like this is heading. And so this is very much an abuse tactic. But all that this has been social conditioning to get us used to this idea, because they've been slowly feeding it to us through the media for years and years and years. Torturing children, children being kidnapped, sex abuse, all sorts of abuse, all sorts of rituals. And now, everything that was predicted in The Simpsons is really kind of telling on themselves. It literally is they're telling you exactly what they're going to do to lessen the shock value when it actually happens, so that way we will be appeased and we will just believe whatever they say.